Hey everyone, welcome back to another year of school and to Accounting 2010, slot A01 or A02, depending on what time you're taking it. This is just, if you've taken assets before, a lot of this might be a review, but we've also kind of switched over to a new system called New WileyPLUS this year instead of just regular WileyPLUS, so it might be a little bit different than what you're used to. That being said, we'll dive right in and I'll kind of go over how to register for things, what's new about new WileyPLUS versus if you've used WileyPLUS in the past, purchasing options, and anything else that you might have questions about. So what is WileyPLUS? It's a complete online version of your textbook, videos, hundreds of practice questions, auto-graded homework assignments, etc. They've done studies that students who consistently use WileyPLUS throughout a term get higher grades in the course as opposed to those who don't, which also makes sense because I'm sure there's some assignments portion of your overall grade, like 10-15% or something. It's up to your professor's discretion. And WileyPLUS is required for this course. Everything else is optional. So what I'm going to go over in this little video is how to register, different ways to buy, different options you've got, how to access your assignments and actually use the platform, and where to find help if you need it. So how to register. So if you have a WileyPLUS account already, whether it's an old one or a new one, just log in. You'll have to log into the new WileyPLUS, but it's the same username, email, password that you've used in the past. You don't need to create a new one just because we've moved on to a new format. This is the screen that's going to pop up when you log on to new WileyPLUS. So enter your email, enter your password, log in. If it looks like the old one, you're in the wrong place. So make sure your welcome screen looks like this. If you haven't used WileyPLUS before and this is the first time you're encountering it, then all this is new to you, which is totally okay. So if you're new, you're going to complete the account setup form and click submit. So you're going to check your email for a link to create your password. So in the screen before, you'll click create account instead of log in. It'll bring you to this. You put your first name, last name, whatever email you want. I use my school one just to keep all my school stuff in one place. What school you go to is going to be in there as well. And then you'll get this email. So let's say my name is Jason. It's not. You'll click to set your password. It'll bring you this screen. Put whatever password you want. Set password, and you're good to go. Again, if you've already had an account or after you've created your accounts, type it in, log in. It'll bring you to a page kind of like this. If you have old courses, they'll show up. This is new with the new WileyPLUS as well. It shows you how long you have access to those courses. But you're going to click Add More Courses to get into ACC2010, whether it's A01, A02. You should have a course ID. If you do, it's a 6-digit thing. Just type it in there, click Find My Course. If you don't have it, you'll click I don't have it up here. And then it'll bring you to either find your course section name, instructor's name, or your school. It's probably easiest just to go into your school. I don't know how many classes at the U of M actually use WileyPLUS, but it'll be easier to find because accounting also shows up at the top. So if you don't have it, if you can't find it, if whatever you have isn't working, just go to your school. That's where I found mine, and it lets me in no problem. And now there's two places to actually purchase access. So you can register for WileyPLUS, your account, but it's useless unless you can actually get into your course. So the two places to buy, bookstore or online. If you log onto your Aurora, onto your book list, there's two options for the bookstore. There's the more expensive one, $135.95. That's the hard copy plus the WileyPLUS Next Gen. That's just new WileyPLUS. It is a new edition this year. It's the 12th edition. You likely have to buy it new just because it comes with this new access code as opposed to what you might have used in the past. Or you could just buy the digital one if you want. It gives you access to the online eTextbook and also gives you access to the course, and you save like $45. The hard copy should also give you access to the eTextbook. I'm not 100% sure. If anyone's curious, let me know and I can look into that for you. Or when I get to show you where the textbook option actually is, just try and log in and see if it'll let you in. It's not going to charge you double. Or you could, if you don't want to buy in the bookstore, if lines are too long, you could also just buy straight off of Wiley. Now, when they gave me these slides, they gave me 6 different options. When I went on to WileyPLUS to see what options were available to me, I only had 3. The first one is the 14-day free trial. So that's highly recommended for anybody who isn't sure if they want to stay in this course, if they want to see what it's about first, if they have any doubts whatsoever about staying in the course. You're going to want to do the 14-day free trial. If you do the free trial and then you decide to stay in the course and purchase full access, you don't need to change anything. It automatically transfers over all of your grades. If you have a registration code from buying in the bookstore, type it into number 2 there. Or you could buy it straight off of WileyPLUS. This is Canadian dollars, it's $90. And it's not 6 months, it's 12 months, 12 months access into WileyPLUS. So September 2019 till September 2020, if you ever do actually want to go back and see, you've got access. Options 4, 5, and 6 for WileyPLUS and a permanent copy of the ebook, or a rental, or loose leaf. I didn't see those options in the bookstore. I don't imagine the U of M bookstore is going to carry 4 different options of textbooks. If you are interested in any of these, let me know, and I have a contact with WileyPLUS. I can look into any of it for you, especially that rental one. So I didn't see that anywhere online, but if you're curious, let me know. We already talked about the free trial, and there's a yellow bar that shows you how much time you'll have left in your trial, and then it'll give you the option to upgrade. If you're retaking this course, if you took it spring, summer, fall, winter last year, you don't need to rebuy anything. All you have to do is complete the extended access form, and to get it, you just log in with the same account, you access the 14-day free trial into this. It's going to be a new course. It's not going to be the same one you used whenever you took it. And then you're going to go to this link here, wileyplus.com/WP-access, and complete this form. Obviously, the most important thing with this platform is actually doing your assignments. That's how you get your grades. That's how you pass the class. It looks a little bit different. Again, if you used it in the past, this looks kind of different than what it would have looked like in the past. Everything is kind of on the side here, like it was last time, but it's a little more clean. Your account options are up there. That's just for your profile, your settings, your notification management. Dashboard shows you all your courses you registered in. And this is your course that you're in right now. So we're in Accounting 2010. And then instead of showing you your own kind of homework section where all of your assignments are going to show up, they'll all show up in these kind of module type things. So you'll have, for example, you look in the textbook, chapter 1 has 1, 2, 3 parts to it. There's an adaptive practice, which we'll get to in a second. And then there's going to be your homework assignment at the bottom there. It's got your due date, how many points it's out of. That's where you're going to find your homework assignments. Now there's also a learning hub, if that's more your style. So again, that's just in your modules up here. The learning hub's where you find all of your contents. If you've used this in the past, it's kind of like Orion, just got a bit of a new name and a bit of a new look. In the learning hub, you can access exact pages of your eText, which is really nice. So for example, if you want to find 2.2, you click module 2.2. It'll bring you to a page kind of like this. It won't say 4.4, it'll be 2.2. It'll bring you right to the eText page where it talks about 2.2. It gives you some videos about it, talks about it, the objectives, and you got a bunch of different options here. So there's your hub. Resources are your videos just down here. Practice, gives you practice questions, or you can explore other options with the module. If you do want to find exactly where the part is in the textbook, you click on this purple box over here. It should always be purple. It'll always be in the top right of your learning hub. It'll bring you to Bookshelf. There is an app for Bookshelf as well if you want to access your textbook from your phone. The first time you access, I think it's called Vital Source though. So if you go in the App Store, search Vital Source, that's what you're going to find. It should be the first option to get to Bookshelf. If you're new, which I'm sure most of you probably are, I know I was, even though I've used Wiley before, type in your email. Doesn't matter which one you want. I just use my school email again. Click continue, and then you got to register. Again, when I registered on my 14-day free trial, it gave me access to the e-textbook. It didn't ask me for any payment, so I'm sure it's the same thing for all of you. If you want to skip this step, you can't get it on the app either. So it's best just to at least, if you're going to use it, use it. If you're not going to use it, just leave it alone because you might want to come back and use it eventually. In the e-text, you can do everything online as you could in a physical textbook, and more. You can do the searchability, you can type in any word and it'll bring it up for you. You can highlight, you can make flashcard, you can have the computer, your phone read certain excerpts to you, and it gives you all the study guides and everything. The resources, kind of like what I talked about before, different videos, animations, interactions, other ways you can learn about the module. Bunch of practice questions. These, I don't believe unless your course outline has changed. They're usually not mandatory. They're just there for your benefit. It's usually just the assignments that are mandatory. Or you can explore. There's a whole bunch of things you can find here. There's everything you need from different manuals, different videos, different indexes, different examples, anything. It's all going to be an explore, anything extra. Now here's like that Orion type thing. If you don't know what Orion is, it doesn't matter. It's adaptive practice is what it's called. So again, it's in that module screen up there. It's at the bottom after each 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, and it gives you personal learning experience to determine your level of understanding for the chapter. So you click begin, you go through the questions that it'll give you, and based on your confidence, so you do a question, you answer it, you say how confident you are, and it'll mark you right or wrong. And then based on your confidence, based on your actual performance on the question, this adaptive practice will tailor questions to you. So if you're really good at doing a balance sheet, it's not going to give you 1,000 balance sheets. It'll give you one, make sure you know it, maybe second, double check, and then it'll move on to something you're not so good at or you need more work at. And it grades all your performance afterwards. You can see how you're doing, how you're improving. It's a really cool little feature here that a lot of other online platforms don't offer. It gives you extra study and practice questions, so it lets you find what you don't know. It gives you those sections, so maybe you're really good at trial balances, maybe you need to figure out debits and credits a little bit more. It shows you how proficient you are and how you actually do on each thing. This is all in the adaptive practice. Now we're at our assignments, which is the part that actually matters, I guess. So again, you can find your assignments in just at the end of each module, or there's this way to click the assignments on the side here if you can find this little menu bar on the side, and it shows you each question one by one, what it's out of. And this is a little bit different this year now. So you go to question 1, it'll tell you how many attempts you have. Depending on the question, the chapter, the course, you might have anywhere from like 1 to 3 attempts. You can save one for later if you don't finish it and keep going, click next, or you can submit it right away and get your grade and see. Really important with this new WileyPLUS, if you want to actually get marked and get credit for this assignment, you have to submit answer and you have to send it to the gradebook. So you can't just submit, and you can send to gradebook at any time. You can send certain questions to be graded final, or you could just send it to gradebook at the end so your entire mark goes in there. There's your save for later option, submit answer, go in between questions. Really make sure you send to gradebook. That's why it's there 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But yeah, otherwise it's the same kind of assignments you always do. So, just answer them, submit the answer, see if it's right. If it's not right, try it again. When it's all done, that's all you can do, send it to gradebook. If you ever need help, technical support on WileyPLUS is available 24/7. You can email, you can use the forums, you can live chat to somebody. There's also FAQs that I'll provide you guys that have a lot of answers about this new WileyPLUS, just in case you have, but I'm also available. This is irrelevant to you. At the end of the day, you can become a student partner like me. Basically, my job is to help you guys all get started and be successful using WileyPLUS. I can't actually help you with individual questions. If you have content questions, that's for your professor. If you have platform questions, technical questions, that's for me. I don't remember if I said at the beginning of this video, but my name is Harlan. I'm around all the time. I'll give your professor my email and my phone number in case you guys want to get in touch with me, and also have a couple office hours set up in the first couple weeks if you have trouble or have any questions with anything. But being a student partner is a great gig. You get professional experience by working with your peers. There's a whole forum online of different student partners. It pays a little bit, so there's a little bit of incentive in there for you. You can get a blurb on your resume, and if any of you have LinkedIn, you get an endorsement on there as well. If you're interested, ask your instructor at the end of the course, at the end of the year, tell them you're interested, and see what you can do from there. Give them a follow on Facebook and Twitter if you want. Otherwise, enjoy the semester, good luck with the class, and good luck to all of you.